Maurizio Sarri got the best out of Chelsea transfer target Gonzalo Higuain at Napoli. Chelsea have spent a combined £78 million to sign Alvaro Morata and Olivier Giroud in the last 18 months, yet neither appear to feature in Maurizio Sarri's long-term vision for the club. Since starting in the surprise 2-1 defeat to Wolves at the start of December, Morata has been involved in only one matchday squad in Chelsea's last 6 games, while Giroud has started just 9 games out of a possible 28 this season. Sarri's original Plan B option has increasingly become his Plan A, with Eden Hazard shifting infield from his customary role on the left wing to line up as Chelsea's auxiliary frontman in each of their previous 4 Premier League matches. It is a move that has paid off rather well, with Hazard contributing 3 goals and 3 assists in those games from his, relatively, new position. Yet while the Belgian has adapted impressively, it seems a temporary fix to a long-term problem. Chelsea are yet to find a suitable replacement for Diego Costa. Hazard's importance to the side is reflected by the fact that his 10 goals and 9 assists equate to 51% of Chelsea's total in the Premier League, and Sarri will be acutely aware that a failure to supplement his star man with another goalscorer could prove costly to Chelsea's top 4 aspirations. According to reports, Sarri is keen to alleviate his attacking problems by reuniting himself with one of his former charges at Napoli, Gonzalo Higuain, who is currently midway through a rather unhappy season-long stint at AC Milan from Juventus. He only has 5 league goals this season, as many as Morata has managed. The pair only worked together for 1 season, 2015-16, but it was certainly a successful one. Higuain managed to break a Serie A goal record that had stood for 66 years by netting 36 goals in just 35 games, beating Gunnar Nordahl's haul of 35 for Milan in 1950. In a career that has spanned 14 full seasons, that was the only time that Higuain managed more than 27 goals in a single campaign, and after a hat-trick in a 4-0 demolition of Frosinone secured his place in the record books. Higuain was quick to acknowledge the man who'd helped him achieve it. "I thank Maurizio Sarri, absolutely, which is why after the 3rd goal I went to hug him on the touchline," he said. "He helped me so much, he always told me what I had to do in order to improve, and I always listened." The mutual respect between the pair is clear, but how did Sarri manage to get the best out of Higuain, and what could that mean for Chelsea's tactics should he complete a move to the club next month? Higuain had already been at Napoli for 2 years prior to Sarri's appointment in 2015, but in 2 seasons under Rafa Benitez, the Argentine managed 35 league goals, compared to 36 in 1 under the Spaniard's successor. Sarri arrived in Naples from Empoli with a reputation for playing a 4-3-1-2 system. Originally, it was assumed that he would replicate that system at his new club, with one of José Collajon, Dries Mertens or Manolo Gabbiadini partnering Higuain up front and Lorenzo Insigne floating in behind. Instead, he decided to build his attack around Higuain, placing him in the middle of a 3-pronged attack with Collajon to the right of him, Insigne to the left, and Marek Hamsik given license to spring forward and provide support from an inside left role in central midfield. Suffice to say, it worked spectacularly. Although Napoli finished 9 points behind champions Juventus, they outscored them 80 goals to 75 while also creating the highest number of chances in Serie A that season with 508 to 42 more than Juventus. That Higuain scored just under half of Napoli's league goals that season shows how much of their attacking play ran through him. No players in Serie A combined for more league goals that season than Hamsik to Higuain with 7. While Insigne and Collajon assisted him 4 and 3 times respectively. Sarri doesn't have the same presence up front at Chelsea. While Hazard acts as a roaming focal point who is heavily involved in build-up play, Higuain is more static in comparison, tending to operate within the confines of the 18-yard box, occupying central defenders and latching on to passes played in behind or cut back from the byline. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer warns David De Gea and Anthony Martial. Jurgen Klopp reveals the world-class aspect of Liverpool's win over Arsenal. Manchester United star disciplined by Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. Hazard has performed well in his role as a central forward, yet it is in the spaces between the touchline and the penalty area that he does his best work. weaving in and out of challenges and making something happen either for himself or teammates. Although he has shown a more ruthless side to his game this season, Hazard has never possessed the thirst for goals that Cristiano Ronaldo or Lionel Messi have had as wide forwards. Hazard is a dribbler first, goal-scorer second and assister third. In the Premier League he has 75 goals and 45 assists, highlighting his dual threat as goal-scorer and provider. Antonio Conte acknowledged this point, saying after a Champions League game against Atletico Madrid, "Sometimes, if Eden scores one goal, he's happy. And then, if there is another situation, he prefers to make an assist rather than scoring twice." In contrast, Higuain is a goal-scorer first, second and third. The Argentine's single-minded approach to goal-scoring is similar to that of Ruud van Nistelrooy, another penalty box predator that made the art of goal-scoring look easy. Back in August, Sarri admitted his regret at not landing Higuain after he completed his move to Milan, and the subsequent form of Morata and Giroud will have only further convinced him that a reunion with the striker would be beneficial to his project at Stamford Bridge. While both Sarri and Higuain seem eager for the deal to get done, it looks a complicated one to get over the line. For starters, Milan paid Juventus a reported £16.3 million to take him on loan and have a clause to make the deal permanent for £32.6 million. It is unlikely that Milan would be willing to terminate the loan considering how much they spent to make it happen, and if they decide to make it a permanent deal in order to sell him on, they'd expect some sort of profit on the total £49.9 million fee. Whether Chelsea would be willing to sanction upwards of £50 million on a striker who will turn 32 next December is another potential sticking point, particularly considering the club's policy of handing over 30s no more than one-year contract extensions. That being said, it is a deal that would suit all parties. Chelsea would acquire a striker with a proven track record, Juventus and AC Milan would rid themselves of a high-earning player they don't need, and Higuain would be reunited with a coach with whom he enjoyed the best season of his career. With Sarri in need of a striker and Higuain in need of a fresh start, a move to Chelsea this January could be a genuine possibility. Why Borussia Dortmund expect Arsenal to make transfer bid for Christian Pulisic? Roberto Firmino sets Premier League record as Liverpool smash Arsenal. Ian Wright tears into Arsenal flop after shambolic Liverpool display.